Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is finally finished. This is a 4-part video. This will be part 4 now. So I'll link part 1, 2 and 3 in the description. But anyway, it is done. It was an epic to do and I'm pleased with it. So watch me paint part 4 here. Without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that sort of jazz. Now I'm going to carry on with my epic battleship World War I painting affair. If you just joined the channel or watching this video for the first time or whatever, this is part 4. I'm starting to lose count now. Yeah, this is part 4. I'm going to link part 1, 2 and 3 in the description. So, but yeah, thank you for coming along. You've come along quite late on in the stages. But yeah, if you want to see it from the beginning, go to part 1, link is in the description. So anyway, size-wise, it's 16 by, it was something like 36 inches, something like that. Do I get my vision stick that's above my head, precariously balanced on the ceiling? Because I can't honestly remember how big it was. Oh no, 33 inches, not 36. Oh, by 20, so I was miles off. It's not 16 inches. So 33 by 20. So it's quite big. It's on wood. It's on a great big bit of chipboard. And you can see there's quite a few flecks where the paint hasn't fully gone in. But I think it adds to it. It gives it a bit of texture and a bit of character. Look, let me try and put this. So I didn't think this through. When I decided to mount my yardstick above my head, I didn't think it through at all. It's going to land on me one day. But anyway, that is that. We'll get going. Palette wise, I've only got 3 colours on there, but I'll set my palette cam up anyway, regardless. And I will see you in just a second. Right then, palette cam is on. I'll grab a suitable pointer. Literally 3 colours, as I say. I've got some ultramarine blue, I've got burnt umber and white, titanium white, and that is literally it. So I'm just going to grab a load of this burnt umber. I'm just going to shove it over there with a dollop of blue, just to make my usual grey colour that I've been doing these ships with, a bit more probably. There we go. And oh, I'm going to use it all. I might need a bit of that blue for some sea in a bit, depending how far I get on. There might have to be a part 5 of this video, but we'll see. Seems to be going on for ages. Just give my brush a quick wipe. Let's grab some of this white for me lighter tone. Just there. So there we go. Simple as that. I'm not going to bother putting any medium on, because we're at quite the quite late stages now. The bottom layer had plenty of medium. And now I don't really need it. We'll see how I get on. Right then, let's get the show on the road, and I'll get my main camera back on and I will see you in just a second. Right then, let's get the road on the show. I was having a look at this earlier. I was pondering it a bit. I don't know. I'm going to do smoke, coming out of funnels and things. That'll be my first job, and I've sat and had a think about it. I don't know whether or not to put another ship in this corner. I haven't plucked up the courage yet. Perhaps just a suggestion of a bit of hull, few guns and the wires going up. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Hopefully I'll be able to decide as the painting goes on. I have to get a bit of a bravery hat on to do it, because it might make or break the painting. But hopefully if I do make a mistake, it's out of the way enough for me to get rid. But we'll see how we get on. That's the beauty about oil paint. You can, if you make a mistake, you've got plenty of time to change things or hide things or just scrape things off. So we'll see how we get on. Yeah, so there we are. I'm going to start doing this smoke. I'm going to use some of this grey colour that I made. Get some smoke on the go. Use my, I've forgotten my gloves. Never mind. Use my long handle brush. Just put a suggestion of smoke on. Work that in with my fingers. Now all these lines and things, they're sufficiently dry enough now. So, if I go over my fingers, it doesn't upset them at all. Because I've been working on this for about a week now. Oh, camera nearly went. About a week. So I'm going to take my time, and it's dried in stages, so it doesn't become too muddy or anything. But yeah, hope you're keeping well. I've been busy, I've been working, and yesterday I had the privilege of being invited back to the Ink Gallery again. Yeah, I'm always banging on about it, but I love it there. To paint another mural, and they wanted something Halloweeny, and I thought about it for some time, and I was stuck for ideas, and I thought about doing a ghost ship or something like that. But then the night came and I still wasn't 100% sure. I thought, right, balls to it, I'm going all out, and I painted this. So quite scary and Halloweeny. Scary face, but I absolutely loved it. I think that's my bread and butter, just going mad with it, making up as I go along. When you're doing ships and landscapes and things like that, there's certain rules you've got to stick by to make it look like ships and landscape and things like that. But last night, that mural, I was just completely unhindered. I just went for it, could make it all up as I went along. And it was brilliant, I loved it. Totally uninhibited. It was fantastic. So hopefully more of that. So that, I did one of my faces in, the Grim Reaper thing, which I keep hidden a lot of the time. So yeah, it was good. It was nice to get one of my faces out in public. A bit of smoke. Fingers seem to work well with smoke. You get a lot more random shapes and things. You don't get any repetition as you do with brushes. Right, I might not need anything here, we'll see. I'm just going to decide, and because the smoke might help. It might not need anything, but we'll see, we'll carry on. And as I say, it's handy that it's dry, because if I did this too early, I'd be messing up my superstructure and everything. That's the beauty about taking your time. One thing you'll notice is this ship is ever so slightly different. If you watch part 3 at the very end, it's completely different really. Superstructure, I made a mistake with, it was too tall. Looked more like a Japanese World War II battleship rather than World War One. So I had to cut the top off and go over the masts again. But it's alright, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, if you watch the end of part 3, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, it's not looking bad actually, that smoke. Right, so have another think about this, the hull on both ships, or the main ships. Just put one or two more highlights on, I think. We're very nearly done. You know, I'm not going to do anything there. I'm not going to, because what I'll do it next time. Because I could have done with moving that ship a bit further over there. That ship there, and having something here, which I will do next time. Now, much to my horror, if you watch part 1, I spoke about the writing on this bit of wood. In, you know, someone's put an ink stamp on, it's got writing on. Something like fragile or whatever. And it's starting to peek through. So I'm going to go over that shortly. And yeah, we'll carry on. So I'm going to get some of this titanium white with a bit of that grey. Just lighten that grey off a bit. Might even add some blue as well. Just gently put it on. It's quite dappled along the hull, which is good really. Sort of adds to the effect a bit. But yeah, I had a great time at the ink gallery as always. Saw a lot of friends and made new friends and everything else like that. Bit more grey maybe. Bear with me. That noise. Trudy, my wife, she's watching the telly through there. I wonder if it was on telly. Unless she's playing with the dogs, I don't know. Anyway. Did you hear that? I don't know. That's weird. But anyway, carry on regardless. Sort of like a blood curdling screech. Anyway, put some more highlights on here, just gently. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't think there's much more we can do. Might get my long scraper, just enhance some of these masty bits until I'm not a seafaring man. Just love ships, in particular warships. Not bad, it's getting there. Got a bit of a wake there in a bit with the sea. I'm also going to do the same with this ship here, just touch it up a bit. A few highlights on again. Not too bad. yeah, we are getting there, definitely. Good. Right, let's have a think about this sea now. Let's have a think. Oh, I'll tell you what's missing. Get my little palette knife. I feel that there's something there like that. There we go. Right, the sea. Get my small palette knife again. I think we're very nearly there. I'm just going to grab a bit of white. Just plonk a bit of wake on. Might not work, but we'll see. Does seem to be working. It's a start. Anyway, I'll do the same over here with that one. A slightly smaller scale. Oh, I was thinking earlier about so me and Trudy went to Hazelwood Castle near, well, it's not a million miles away from York, and oh, we had a bloody amazing time. It was so funny. I mean, we were extremely drunk. I mean, not embarrassingly drunk, because it was quite a posh place. But you know, we were on bloody champagne the whole time. And God, we were well oiled pretty much the instant we got there. But yeah, we had a lovely time. Yeah, we had. One funny thing. You know, if you're away and you know on holiday or whatever on a weekend break, as we were, there's always someone who latches onto you who you've never met in your life, and we'd been there for about an hour or whatever, drinking champagne on this, you know, in front of a castle and everything else like this. And these two people showed up, you know, it was as if we'd known them for years, you know, oh, hello, and they sat down with us, they joined us, and you know, they were lovely people, but bloody hell, we just could not get rid of them for love nor money. You know, they sat next to us during the meal, and they just stalked us the whole time we were there. And it was quite awkward. They kept arguing and things like that. Now it's a long shot, but if you know, if the couple are watching the video, you know, I don't mean it in a nasty way, because you know they're lovely people. But we just could not get rid of them. So on the second deck, we thought, right, we're going to have to do our best to avoid them or something, like, or hide. So we were hiding, you know, there's all the hidey holes in this castle and multitude of rooms. It's like, you know, it's been there hundreds of years as a castle and became a Tudor manor, and a lot of the Tudor manor's still there, and we were hiding in the various, you know, places, to the point that even the staff helped us to hide. You know, they'd give us a signal, quick, they're coming, and we'd run, and you know, the staff would open a door for us to disappear into, and we'd hide in there, and then we'd get it all clear. Well, the staff were bloody amazing there, but we could not get rid of them. We really couldn't. But it was an amazing place. But as I say, it was very posh. But, you know, we couldn't afford it in normal circumstances. You know, it was first anniversary present, and so yeah, very posh. But what we started on the way there, and we've been doing it a while, I think it was called planking. It was a craze that, I may be wrong here, but it was a craze that was on the internet 12 years ago, whatever, 11 years ago. And it involved lying down in front of things and taking a photograph. And we did it at, well, I did it because I was monkeying about, did it at York Railway Museum. You know, I was lying down in front of a big train, and we were doing that, you know, all around York. I'd be lying down in front of York Minster, you know, my arms perfectly straight. But anyway, we arrived at the hotel and we were doing this thing. I was lying down and my wife was taking a photograph, and yeah, for some reason it was funny. But we did it, and I did it right at the front of this castle. There's a magnificent staircase, and there's really posh, as I say, and you know, there were very rich people walking about. And I lie down in front of the door just as, you know, these people came out, you know, the Duke of Buckingham or whoever, who are very posh. You know, they had the sticks with cigarettes in the end, or cigars. That's how posh they were, and monocles and white scarves and everything. You know, proper Hooray Henrys. And there was I lying down, and I jumped up, and, you know, we ran on the head. And that was as soon as we got there. So it was, yeah, it was really funny. But yeah, we couldn't get rid of them people. We used to go to Hassop Hall a lot in Derbyshire. That's another posh place. It's that posh. You know, it's a bloody grand piano playing. There's someone playing the piano while you have your meal. And all around, you know, this big restaurant, there's you know, waiters and waitresses just stood in the corners waiting, and the second you finish your drink, ding, they're up serving another drink, and off they go again. It's a lovely place. And again, you know, we couldn't have afforded it. It was some friends who used to take us out, you know. Although we did go a couple of times, we, you know, paid for ourselves, but it does cost a decent amount of money. But really well worth it, because I mean, Hassop Hall was stunning. Absolutely adored it there. Yeah, good times. But anyway, I'm banging on. We're 19 minutes in. Yeah, sea's coming on nicely. I'm not going to put anything there. I don't want to ruin it. But we're very nearly there with this. So I'm going to have a quick break. You guys won't see it, because I'll be back in literally a second, because I'll just pause the video. I'm not going to film myself having a coffee and a relax for a bit. So yeah, I'm going to have a quick break, and I will see you in just a second. Right, back in the room. I've just had a quick thought whether or not to do gunshots or smoke or whatever coming from the broadsides. I don't know yet. The snag with that is I don't actually know what it looks like. I've got an idea in my mind, seen loads of photographs and video of it happening, but not actually being there and witnessing battleships doing broadsides. It'll be a bit of a challenge. I might do that. So we'll sort of have a think. Oh, excuse me, I've just chugged a load of juice I've got in a bottle, and it's just repeating on me a bit. So I do apologise. I'll put the lid on my aforementioned bottle. What I'll do before I start playing with smoke, I'm just going to put some booms on for anti-torpedo netting, which is a World War I thing. Now, if you look at photos from World War I era, the hull of battleships in particular have lines going like that along them, Now what they were the, as I say, anti-torpedo netting. The trouble with anti-torpedo netting, I mean the idea was the torpedo came in, the torpedo would hit the net, and once the nets were deployed, it'd detonate the torpedo or sink it or get it caught or whatever before reaching the hull. Now the only problem with them was, at the time, they couldn't actually use them when the ship was moving. They're only designed to be used while the ship was stationary. And another problem with them, if memory serves, having read up on it a bit, was the Germans soon discovered anyway that if you set the depth of your torpedo deeper than the nets, it'll go under the ship and detonate underneath the ship, which is even worse. So, you know, by the end of World War One and into World War Two, they'd done away with anti-torpedo netting. And I imagine it slowed the ships down because of the drag. Even when the nets are folded up, it still slowed the ship down. So I think decided at the Admiralty it was much better to get rid. But, you know, rather than listening to me trying to talk history, read up on it. It's very interesting. Fascinates me. So anyway, a bit of torpedo netting gone on. And, yeah, that's that. Slightly improve it a bit. But yeah, World War One, it was just all about innovation really, and new ideas, trying things out. There we go, we are getting there nicely. Right, smoke, get my flat brush. Do some more up here on this one. I'm still conscious that I've got writing just there, and it was just an idea. Have a gunshot or something, just hides that bit of writing, which is a pain in the neck. I think having the smoke has helped because, you know, we have this negative space here, the blank space, hence my ship idea down here, but I don't think we need it now. Seems to be working okay. Yeah, we're getting there. I wonder, just practice a bit of smoke or something. Just there, practice away from the ship. So if I do make a mistake with it, I can easily go over it. Just getting an idea. Just see what I can do with it. Might not work, but we'll see. As I say with oils, if you make a mess, easily go over it. Bit of titanium white in there. So yeah, I'm kind of making it up because, as I say, well, none of us really have seen battleships doing a broadside, you know, so none of us can truly say what it was like. Unless, you know, you're lucky enough to see USS Missouri or Iowa, you know, the two early 1990s they were decommissioned. Missouri was even used in the Gulf War, the first Gulf War. So, you know, there's people alive who've seen them firing, and I'm not one of them, unfortunately. I'd have loved to have seen them. erupting gunfire. Well, I'll get a thin brush of some sort. If I reach over my camera, bear with me. Oh, I'll get that flat one, just to put some motion in that smoke. Just suggestion of a few shots going off. Has it worked? That's the question. Not sure it has. You know, I'm going to have to have another look at doing footage and doing sketches beforehand. I know there'd be an explosion of colour. Yeah, I don't think it has worked, you know, I don't think it has. I'm going to admit defeat on that, but, you know, the beauty about oils, as I say, just go over it. I'll just use this sponge, it might help. If not, no biggie. Doesn't always go to plan. There's a lot of wobbling about going on. But at least I've covered up that writing a bit that's starting to poke through. It just looks like a cloud now, that. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I've kind of gone over those guns a bit. So I'll just touch them up a little. Yeah. But anyway, next time I do battleships, I'm going to really, you know, get the gunshot right. It was worth a try. It's what painting's about, trying and making mistakes. Sort of Bob Ross moment then. Happy accident. Well, it wasn't a happy accident, didn't bloody work, but there we go. So yeah, I think we're just about there. Just put a few lines in, a few darks. I'll put a suggestion of torpedo netting just along there as well, which doesn't really show up because obviously that's the dark side. It just gives an idea that there's something there. Same again with that one. Scratch away a bit as well, creates a bit of texture. Right. I think we're just about there, you know, nearly, very nearly. Let's get this little flat brush again. Just put some more highlights on, a few waves and things. nice and loosely. Just darken off this foreground again. I think we're just about there. So yeah, sorry about my failure to do the gun firing, gun smoke. It didn't work, but I will practice. I think we're just about dandy. Useful bit of distance there. Some nice colour going on. Excuse me, orange juice repeating. It could be a bit of distant land or whatever, which is quite nice. I think we're there, you know. I think we're done. So yeah, that's part 4. It's been quite a journey this week, but we are now done. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think I just put a small little highlight just there, but other than that, the job is a good one, I think. So thank you so much for watching. It does mean a lot. Don't forget, check out the ink gallery. I'll put the link in the description. Even better, visit the ink gallery in Colwyn Bay, North Wales, to see my mural and everyone else's work in there. There's some tremendous artists. Also link part 1, 2 and 3 in the description. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Next time I'll do another shit. I'm going to go, you know, I keep going grander and more epic each time I do it. So, yeah, I enjoyed that very much. So, don't forget, I'm also on Instagram, YouTube, and, well, YouTube, because you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and jonkidd.co.uk. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.